Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Iselian Gaming, bringing you another 1v1 matchup in our top right of Korhal Compound Ladder Edition. This is Olsi. He is the Red Terran player. His opponent, you know him very well if you've been watching my channel. It is 1UP. I've been having fun watching this Terran player who's been releasing replay packs on reddit.com/r/castit. And if you are a caster, or if you are a player and want your games to be cast by a caster, then you can go to reddit.com/r/castit. You can have a whole lot of fun posting up there, chatting with a few people. There's everything, silver, bronze, gold players will all put their replays up there. Platinum, diamond, and then building up to masters. Just every rank is put up there. And for all sorts of fun and good times. People really enjoy having their games cast, I suppose, and I'm happy to cast their games. So Olsi, our Red Terran player here, is certainly Masters ranked, maybe even low GM, I'm not sure. 1UP was top 20 Masters, he said. He has, as I said, he's released replay packs before, and it looks like he might be going for this Reaper Expand again, like we've seen him in other games. I just finished a game actually between 1UP and Tron. Don't know why that name slipped from me for a moment. But yes, I finished a game between 1UP and Tron, and that was a whole lot of fun to play. Yeah, that was a lot of fun, 1UP Tron, and then I was the third player on this one. It was a lot of fun to watch in the cast. Very, very unique TvT. But in that one at least, yep, 1UP did open up with a Reaper Expand, and it looks like it's going to be the same here as he moves to drop down that tech lab. He really likes it on this map. And he'll get plenty of scouting information. Catching is my opponent doing one thing or the other. That first Marine coming out, he will spot. Yes, there is a gas down. It has been harvested for some time. And second Marine coming out there, probably just want to go ahead and deny the scouting. Follow the rally point as it moves all around, tracing that SCV. Factory has gone down, and if he could scout that, that would be huge. Does he get it? Yes, he probably did see it. He did indeed. Now, he's not going to catch if there's any sort of expand. And there is. It is a tech lab. It looks like it might be, I don't know, just transition into a, it's certainly not a Reaper opening. It's a little too late for that. This is what 1UP did the last game as well. He did one Reaper, just one Reaper, and a combat shields. This is a build he apparently has very refined. I may have to steal it for my own Terran play. And then he's going to go right into his expand and his, so we've got this Reaper chasing down the SCV, just trying to get the kill, It's like, get it. Oh, and he does, outrunning it at the very end. The two Marines positioned here, ready to go. Maybe not. Maybe so, maybe not. But no, 1UP is just going to use this for map vision, take hold of that zone logger tower, which lets him see so much farther than he normally would. And all these Marines, they're set on patrol paths, and they're all scouted about nice so they can catch, wherever the Reaper is going to come up. Even if he comes up, if he manages to jump down here, work his way around the cables, and then up this way, you know what? This guy right here, he's got it. He has got it. The Reaper used mostly for scouting. And yes, we do have a 1-1-1 coming in here. Oh, Reaper on a move command. Just trying to get some scouting. He's not going to see the starport. Well, I don't know. He may have. No, he does not see the starport. He does not see the tech lab. So this is going to be very painful. Now, his Marines do have combat shields. So that's going to give them a little bit of extra longevity. I don't know if it will make the difference. I haven't done the math on it. I'm sure Terran theory crafters everywhere are talking about how much of a noob I am. He did see that there were Hellions on the field, which probably says, hey, that's not a whole lot of gas. Marines and Hellions. Yeah. But no engineering bays are going down here. Might be getting ready to drop one here. Nope. Going for the factory instead. And here comes the front door pressure. In fact, even some marauders up here to give an anti-light push. And here comes the Banshee. Marines already positioned. He does know what it is. One up knows. Saying, hey, I played Terran. I know what's going on here. Banshee coming in with those 24 damage a shot. There's the cloak. Does he have the energy for the scan? Not yet, not yet, not yet. Now he does. He has to pull SCVs though, drag them down to the natural. He's trying to get close enough. Where's that scan? Where's that crucial scan? He's waiting for his Marines to be in position, waiting to know where he can get a kill shot in. Maybe he's just waiting for his opponent to run out of energy. This Banshee's just having a field day, racking up to 6 kills before that scan does finally go down. Another one coming in, however, he also has a scan for this one. Where's the scan? Where's the scan? No! One up! What are you doing? There it is. There it is. Finally, missile turrets do go down. But we already have siege tanks on the field for Olsi. One of might feel like he's just a little bit behind here. I would say he's more than a little. He does have stim, he does have combat shields, both of those have been researched. He could swap this barracks in this factory right now and start getting his own siege tanks out. Were it not from the lack of mining he's had and the investment into these missile turrets because of Banshees. Even more Banshees coming down now. And continuing the production. I really like this play. Oh, here comes the push from one up. He stems forward. He goes. He doesn't target fire at the tanks, which I think he should. There he goes. Even with the Marauder in the back. Oh, and the clutch SCVs coming in for the repairs. This Marauder just one Banshee volley away from death. I don't know. This looks a little bit scary for one up. SCVs are getting pulled back to the main now. Some pulled to the natural, some pulled to the main. Mostly they're just confused. Oh, and some of these SCVs trying to get a little bit of a repair on the orbital. This Banshee has run out of energy and her time is nigh, but not just yet. One Up does manage to hold this push. 2 Marines, 1 siege tank, all fairly weak, and even with, here we go, another tank, more Marines coming down. Reinforcements for Olsi may seem thin, but for the most part, they're exactly what he needs. Just about matching your opponent on that Marine count, but still having the siege tanks with the siege tech. They need to just plot themselves into the ground right now so they can pot these Marines out. Forgot what they were for a moment. Just getting spun in circles by these players moving so very well. And this is what happened last game, and I'd really like to see it from one up. Is after this tech lab is done researching, swap the tech lab in the factory, or the barracks in the factory. The siege tanks are in position. Oh, they are sieged up. Not quite moving into them fast enough. If one up had caught them just as they were getting ready to siege. SCVs are going to get pulled here, however. Here comes the big push from one up. Scans need to go down. Does he have it? Yes, he does. He almost has 3 scans here. Getting those tanks. It's still not going for the Banshees. There they go. Manages to get one down. The Marines are killed. The tanks are pushed away. Finally, this aggression is killed. We might have the siege tank still moving to the rally point all the way down here. But Olsi has control of the watchtower. He has some pretty good map control, so I can't say I blame him. He is going to pull back. This one Marine is left to die. Not even with a combat shield upgrade, though. And even a Marine just running through here, just stem, run, look around. Alright, you got an expand, no big deal. I really needs to start burning his energy on these command centers. I mean, I can understand keeping, you know, a scan per orbital, but you can almost drop 4 mules here and still have a scan left per orbital. There you go. Making use of those minerals. Meaning that one armor as that one weapon has already finished. Really just because you're producing a single marine out of here. And so you'd be producing a single marine if you're just off on its own, like, you know, right here. Olsi's getting ready to take his third. I think that may be getting just a little bit greedy. Because one up could really put some pressure on with a drop, which it looks like he might be getting ready to do. In fact, I would, if I can click the right spot in the mineral on the mini map, it looks like that is what he's looking to do. All these SCVs getting pulled far, far away from the mineral line. Oh, and these Marines could stem. No, they don't have stem. Stem is almost just getting ready to finish. This is a late stem for Olsi. Medevac here wants to drop. Nope. Nope. This tank says otherwise. Now he could drop Marines. He could steadily drop them, you know, one at a time into the mineral line and use the siege tanks to friendly fire. With just a few Marines here. Marines placed back here, all taken care of. Very good guard against any drops. The very subtle little things that can make an absolute difference. Also going for his own double ups, 1-1 there. And the armor is on the way for 1 up, so he is ready to just get into the really high tech, as he probably remembers from the other game against Tron. Even missile turrets going down here to try to deter. In fact, it's really good missile turret placement for any drops that would come into the back here. Because if they think that there's only just one missile turret, they'll get the drop off first, and they'll keep moving. But as soon as they encounter that second one, it might be too late from the damage done. Looks like a stem here tried to catch a drop that was on its way out, and this command center just being a little bit of a jerk, just getting in the way there. A drop trying to come in here and get ready to start attacking. Here we go. Moving in, just going for that reactor core, if nothing else. And, wow, that medevac got absolutely destroyed. Will this reactor burn down? We are going to see no SCVs coming just in time. Fair bit of a loss there, 4-1 up. And, man, how many Marines? We've got 38 Marines versus 38 Marines. 7 tanks versus 2, however. 1 up that had that tank advantage before in the other game. He never had a chance. Doesn't have the tank advantage so much this time around. This Banshee could be very, very crucial, especially with that cloak in spotting the for the tanks, giving them that extra vision that they love so very much. Little preemptive scans going down here, checking for a sneaky third. Not like we haven't seen that before. Perfect time on that siege tank. Perfectly timed siege tanks. Oh, but Olsi decides, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and elevator on up. 1 up sees exactly what's going on and moves in. I don't know if that's the right move to do. These tanks are lacking a lot of the tanks are lacking a lot of the Marine support that were moved up. However, just so many Marines died in the process here. All these Marines are going to be able to scoot and shoot forward really, really fast on their own happily. Even catching these empty medevacs off guard. Maybe he thought that a counter drop was going on. But yeah, these Marines right here are just going to be ripping to their heart's content. Even just that siege tank almost getting wiped out right away. 1 up probably just felt he was in a desperation mode and he didn't have a choice. He had to just go. And he is going to end up successfully defending, but at what cost? Unit loss tab, well, pretty even thus far. What do we have left? Man, Olsi is just mass producing those Marines. He's getting his 2-2 going up. And this, the entirety of the stem here, don't like that so much because it's a lot more stem that you need. One up is going to see that this third is dropping. He's going to feel happy because he has his own fourth getting ready to drop, and his third's down. All he needs is the harvester count. So he didn't even have enough to fully saturate a natural. Doing a little bit of a transfer there. A little bit of a drop, a little bit of marine versus marine action going on. A lot of it may actually come down to just, oh, that medevac slipping away with 6 health, that siege tank coming in, that big bullying siege tank. Even a mule being called down here for emergency repairs. And then doing nothing. One up, one up. He's only got 90 seconds of life. There you go. No, medevac, hold still. Dang it. At any rate, oh, this poor idle mule. These are so important to keep track of when you do call them down. And even getting ready for banshees here, I like that. Wow. As my mouse freaks out for a little bit there. Sorry, we have 2 full medevacs that are going to get spotted. Both of these getting spotted. And this missile turret's going to finish just in time to start doing some damage. Start deterring this. Might actually get a kill on this medevac. No, he does! 8 Marines fall to their death without having fired a shot. Oh, wow. What clutch. Clutch timing. Now, one up is supply blocked and there are no supply depots being made. He's going to find out very quickly he's not able to make anything else. There's some supply depots. He did just do a call down, I suppose. No, I'm sorry. This is Olsi's production tab. Derp, there's 4 more supply depots finishing up for one up. He's up to 148, and as soon as all these finish, he'll be perfectly fine. I was right that he was supply blocked though, and man, Olsi is getting ready to push out. Feeling the need for aggression. Oh, and even just one little Marine coming in here. I wonder if he's gotten 5 kills, Mr. Corporal Marine. Now, make it 6. Could probably stem again, inject a little bit more of that drug. Now another drop is going up into here, and yes, need to pull away from that cliff, abuse the advantage that you have there. Medevac healing going to be making an absolute world of difference, but not against a concave like that. Finally, that Marine did die. Wonder how many kills he ended up with. Ooh, one missile turret here trying to spot ahead of time. Good call there. And oh, these siege tanks need to be sieged up. Siege up tanks. Here's a huge conflict coming in. Both tanks siege up. Both Marines pulling backward and forward and backward and forward. Trying to gain the extra vision upon one another. Push coming down here onto the 4th. One Olsi says, whoa, no, I can't let you have this kind of an advantage. One up, I'd really like to see his harvester count go up if he could fully saturate this base, although he is, I suppose since he's not mining at the main, he is sort of just mining off the 2 base. Man, just being a nuisance with one little Marine at a time. There's a drop just waiting to happen, but really it's this big standoff right here. We do have one up getting his 3-2. Whereas Olsi's sitting at 2-2 already. He already has that second armor upgrade. Oh, and here comes the push from one up. I don't like that he's sort of engaging just kind of piecemeal here. But he does have the better concave. He does push forward. He is able to focus down those tanks super fast, and these medevacs just book it. One up coming up, winning that engagement. Ooh, and even a sensor tower like that. I'd love to see those used more often, whenever possible. Oh, Olsi knowing that this drop is all but dead if he leaves it there. And man, Olsi is... He's continuing SCV count or SCV production to a lesser extent, which I like. Just a couple here and there. Does need to get more on the gas. Really, if one up. There you go. Get that fourth down again. Get that fourth back down there. Here comes a big engagement. The siege tanks already set up for one up, blowing apart a fair number of Marines there. I have heard that this choke, man, this choke right here can be a siege tank's paradise. You get set up into it right. Scans going down for either player as 3-3 is ready. You've got upgrades filling up that production tab. And Olsi also been getting his own command center there. He knows he's got to get up onto that fourth. He has to get that mineral production or income back up. Drop some mules right now so he's over his opponent. That is not going to last long. "13 Marines being produced at a time. And oh, this drop here could just run right over. That is indeed exactly what it's going to do. This drop here is going to get spotted. Maybe. No, SCVs and mules are not being pulled. These two medevacs are going to wreak havoc. Now this command center was probably canceled. Oh, they could drop right into the fourth. Olsi wasn't looking. He's too busy pulling SCVs. Trying to repair the command center, but getting a lot of damage there. There's the drop coming in. These are going to stem all together at once. They're going to go right for this fourth. But no, that was spotted. These SCVs are already being pulled. This orbital is probably going to get lifted off, or else it's going to die. Oh, that should have lifted off right away. That is 2 dropships worth of Marines that are almost 3-3. You cannot afford to hesitate on that retreat. Moving right down into the third, and this can do a lot of worker damage, making up for the no, not at all. The workers killed. Olsi has killed many, many more. However, I don't think it was quite just from that. We're at 46 to 42 harvester count. Both these players really just trying to. This is where it comes down, and Terran for the positioning is absolutely clutch. You can catch your opponent out of position if you can get a good drop, or if you can catch them before they siege up, or get them to move into your siege line. Then that will just end it all. The supply slightly favoring Olsi. Here's what I'm talking about. The two moving together, but one up has the siege ahead of time, at least for 2 tanks. And they're going to do huge damage, but man, Olsi sieging up all of his tanks at once, and they're all going to rain fire down together. But they're also clumped up, so they're also getting splash damage taken. One up is moving forward, pushing. He is going to win this battle. Oh, Olsi. Now he's just going to straight elevator up. He knows exactly what he wants to do. Start pushing in and destroying his opponent's production facilities, if you can get your opponent's production. Even siege tanks getting pulled up here. Other ones on the low ground to support, just sort of leapfrogging with your siege tanks. If you could focus down that medevac, they've gotten all those guys before they drop down. All you have Olsi are medevacs. That is going to be GG. Fantastic play. I want to back up a little bit, because there's something to note about. Okay, let's see. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit here. Here's the drop that's going to happen. Blah blah blah. He's holding this choke, this crucial left half, or right side, and one up moves along that end. Olsi does the drop, and his Marines kill a lot of stuff and then die. And then Olsi decides to move back. They're going to dance around a little bit. The big thing is not just when they siege up, or how many siege up at a time, but the position of the units themselves. And this is going to be what I'm talking about. I'm going to slow it down to normal. Okay, so here's 1, 2 siege tanks. I'm going to disable the music for a little bit there. These 2 siege tanks are already raining down fire. And then when all these siege tanks siege up together, so now we have a lot of Marines. The concave probably favors one up here. And we have this siege tank is sieging up, and this siege tank is sieging up, and these 2 are moving forward. However, Olsi has a vast superior tank count, 13 to 6. So what happens? Watch the next volley when it lands on these tanks. From here, here, and here. Already, I mean, this siege tank is destroyed because it's got a worse concave from these Marines. These Marines are better split. But also, when this one's hit, this one takes damage. This one's hit, these both take damage. The splash on all these tanks because they're so clustered. And then the Marines pushing through. So it's really a combination of three things. It's a combination of these two tanks really being sieged up early on and not getting taken out by Olsi's Marines. Olsi's Marines being, or One Up's Marines being a little bit more spread out. But really, when all the other tanks were clumped up like that, the splash damage did so much more. And then we move through and we elevate her up and we begin to kill production stuff. And you can see, like, now there's a zero. The entire siege bonus has been eliminated by Olsi. So now he's going only on Marines against siege tanks, sieged up tanks. And that was great to leave these three down, because now they can rain fire to do work ahead on the production, and they can cover the Marines all the way up to this line. And the Marines, as long as they're staying back here, it's a perfect position. So One Up really handled that well, really caught his opponent off guard, and looked like he was going to also sweep around this side and go for the third. Great game played by One Up. If you didn't see the other TvT, I highly recommend you go watch it. One Up has been a whole lot of fun to cast and to watch him play, and he tossed out an entire replay pack. If you want to watch for yourself, again, reddit.com/r/cast it. I am Mycelium Gaming, specifically I am Mycelium, and I'm going to continue to do some more of these casts. They've been a whole lot of fun, and so I'll see you in the next game.